Hey guys, what's going on? Pastor Ed here. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Really looking forward to Sunday. We're continuing our sermon series, Elements of a Love Story, and we're going to be talking about covenants, which obviously has a lot to do with relationships. Marriage covenant is one of the ways we'll look at that, but we're also going to talk about God's covenant with us and with God's people. So that's coming up Sunday, but what I wanted to do this week with our video is I wanted to take a few minutes and share with you something that I hope is for many of you a reminder, but perhaps it's not. Perhaps it's the first time you've heard it. But these are the three things that we're focusing on this year here in Haymarket as St. Tom in the Hay. All right? So here we go. All right, so here's the three things that we're going to be focused on this year at St. Tom in the Hay, right? The first one is worship. We've done some studies, we've looked at the demographics, and the reality is that folks that live here in Haymarket are folks that have high expectations, right? And so what we want to do is we want to develop a worship experience that is excellent. We want to meet folks exactly where they are. The reality is that that's the entire story of Jesus, right? Jesus met humanity, meets us exactly where we are. So why should we as a church be any different? So we want to meet folks where they are with an excellent worship experience. A few things that's going to involve. One thing is with the sermons, we always want the sermons to be relevant. We want them to speak to the lives we live, where we live, how we live, to offer instruction and also inspiration. We have recently introduced a sermon handout that goes along with the sermon, has some fill in the blanks to help folks follow along, as well as some discussion starters at the end so that the conversation can continue on during the week with your family or your circle of close friends. We also want to spend some time working on how we welcome folks to the worship experience, as well how we follow up with them, particularly with regards to first-time guests. What are those things that we can do to help them become a part of who we are at St. Tom in the Hay? So we'll be spending some time looking at that. Also, we're currently worshiping in Gravely Elementary School, a fantastic facility, lots of room, lots of space, but there are some things I believe that we can do so that we can make that space feel or seem more sacred to us. And so we want to do some investigating on that, see what are some of those things we can do, right? But not only for those of us that are there week in and week out, but also for folks that come for the very first time. Another thing we want to work on is our presence in Haymarket. Our presence in Haymarket has to do with two things. One is our physical presence, right? Right now, we are present in Haymarket for 90 minutes a week on Sunday mornings. Unless it snows, right? Then we're out of there. But on a regular basis, 90 minutes a week we're there. We've got to establish ourselves and really invest more so in the community. We want to do that by leasing a space that would provide some office space for our staff, as well as some meeting or gathering space for us to have meetings, small groups, but also to invite the community in so that they can discover and be a part of what's going on. Also, with regards to our presence, we need to take on a more active role in the community. We're going to be participating, as we have in the past, in the Haymarket Earth Day celebration coming up. We also are looking at scheduling an event where folks can go and be trained to be a part of the Haymarket Food Pantry. So that'll be coming up, but we're also looking at some other things. The reality is our presence in Haymarket, whether it be in a physical space or whether it be how we do ministry and are the hands and feet of Jesus, it's all about inviting others to discover that they're a part of God's narrative. So that has to do with our presence. And finally, small groups. You know what a small group is. Perhaps you've been a part of one before, or perhaps you've avoided them before because you think maybe you're going to have to be too vulnerable. The reality is we all need a space where we can share in conversation about this journey of faith, a space where we can be encouraged, a space where we can be held accountable, a space where other persons can speak truth into our lives and where we can speak truth into the lives of others. This whole relationship with Jesus is it's a very personal thing, right? It's very personal, but it's never meant to be private. We all need support. Small groups are the way that we're going to offer that here at St. Tom in the Hay. These, we're planning on rolling them out probably around September, early fall. However, there's a possibility we may get on that a little bit sooner. We'll just have to wait and see. But nonetheless, these are the three things that we're focused on this year at St. Tom in the Hay. Worship, what that experience is like, our presence, establishing a presence in Haymarket, both in a physical space, but also with how we are the hands and feet of Jesus, and in small groups, a place where we can grow and be shaped by the Holy Spirit in community with others. This is where we're going. This is where we're headed. It's exciting. It's a big time for us, a big year for us. Some significant things coming down the pike. All right? Hey, take care and God bless. Thanks so much.